A movie about a bloodthirsty vampire should have been hella bloody. I came from uptown, way uptown.
Renegade,
I came from
renegade,
uptown,
renegade,
way
renegade,
uptown.
renegade.
I came from uptown, way. Ayy, I checked out Marvel's Morbius. It's a vampire flick that was directed by Daniel Espinosa and distributed by Sony. This joint's been getting a lot of hate on social media, and I could see why. It was slow paced and not as action packed as I was expecting it to be. Also, they should have made this film rated R because the action scenes in this joint were on the level of a Disney film. The first post-credit scene shows Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, played by Michael Keaton, transported to a jail cell in Morbius's universe from a jail cell in the MCU where he was locked up at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. After being set free, he gears up and links up with Morbius and tells him he's not sure how he got here, but he thinks it has something to do with Spider-Man. He also said that he was thinking about putting together a team to do some good. Morbius replied, intriguing. Doctor Strange's multiverse spell that Spider-Man messed with in Spider-Man No Way Home could be what transported Vulture to Morbius's universe. No doubt Vulture is plotting his revenge on Spider-Man, and if he is creating a team to help him do that, he must be referencing to a supervillain squad called the Sinister Six from the Spider-Man comics. Doc Ock, Vulture, Electro, Mysterio, Sandman, and Kraven the Hunter were the original supervillain team, and since Morbius was an anti-hero in this joint, I doubt he'll be joining the clique. There was a scene from the Morbius trailer that was cut from the film that showed Morbius walking past Spider-Man graffitied on the wall with murderer written over it. I read that this must be a reference to Mysterio's death in Spider-Man Far From Home when he was accused of killing him. Also, the Daily Bugle always gave Spidey bad press for his heroics, so you never know. They could just be hating on him. So far, there has been no sight of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and no word from Sony on why they cut that scene from the film. And in order for Tom Holland's Spider-Man from the MCU to fight Venom or Vulture, he needs to travel through the multiverse. It's possible that Sony could overlook all that multiverse BS and just add Tom Holland in this universe, or a new Spider-Man could exist in Sony's universe. This universe could also belong to a Spider-Man we've seen in the past, like Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man, but I doubt it. It was dope to see all three Spider-Man duke it out side by side in Spider-Man No Way Home, but a fresh face and personality will get more people talking and interested to see what the hell is going down. Also, the scene of the FBI agents investigating the ship with the dead bodies Morbius left behind after he transformed links Venom to this film and confirmed that Eddie Brock exists in the Morbius universe. They were looking at the mayhem, and one of the agents said, "We haven't seen anything this good since that thing in San Francisco." This is a reference to Venom 1 and 2, where those films take place. In those films, Venom tore up the city of San Francisco while evading the police and fighting other symbiotes. And in No Way Home, Eddie Brock told a bartender that maybe I should go to New York and speak to this Spider-Man. No word on what Sony's next move is, but it's clear it'll include Venom, Morbius, and Spider-Man's worlds all colliding into one action-packed movie. Hopefully. I have the same beef with this film that I had with Sony's Venom, which set off their cinematic universe separate from the MCU. The action was just way too tame. Had the vampire attack scenes been graphic and hard to watch on the level of a Saw film, this joint would have hit a lot harder. I can tell they made this film PG-13 so the whole fam can enjoy it together, but I was expecting to see a vampire rip his victims' throats out and drink their blood like a smoothie. But at times, they didn't even show when the victims got bodied. Also, Morbius's attacks gave off hella Nightcrawler vibes with a dash of Wolverine attacks. It all looked cool, but had the vampire attacks been bloody and gory, that would have turned this film up a notch. My favorite vampire films are still The Queen of the Damned, R.I.P. Aaliyah, and Blade. This joint ain't seeing either one of those two films, but the special effects that they used to bring it to life were top notch, and all the characters played their roles well, so I'm gonna go ahead and run it 2 mics. Let me know what y'all thought about Morbius in the comments below. It's absolutely free for y'all to support the channel by hitting that like and subscribe button. Moving forward, I'm only responding to subscriber comments, so lock in with me and hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna get up with y'all on the next video. Alright? Holla at me. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way uptown. I came from uptown, way